everyone and welcome. My name is Sira and I'm very glad and happy to be here today with my new lesson. This lesson is going to be a little bit difficult, but I hope that maybe at the end of the lesson it won't be as difficult for you as I think. So the topic of today's lesson is aspect of verbs. Aspect with дієслів. With дієслів. With дієслів. So for what do we need to know about the aspects of verbs? You need to know the aspects for creating, for forming tenses in Ukrainian. Such tenses as imperfective past tense, perfective tense, past tense, and also you need to know how to form 3 forms of future. That's why you need to know about aspects of verbs in Ukrainian. So there are 2 aspects of verbs. So all of the verbs are divided into 2 aspects. And they are imperfective aspect, недоконаний вид, and perfective aspect, доконаний вид. So all of the verbs divided into these 2 aspects. And the imperfective aspect denotes actions ongoing, continuous, not finished or not completed. So with the help of this tense, we are showing that something was happening in future, was happening in past, or will be happening in future, or is happening right now. In English, you have continuous tenses. And in Ukrainian, we create some tenses with the help of imperfective verbs. Perfective verbs denote actions which are finished or completed. For example, in English, you have the tense past perfect tense or present perfect tense. And now let me give you some examples. He was reading a book. Він читав книгу. So, if you want to say that he finished the book, then you say he has read the book. Він прочитав книгу. So, to be able to tell that something was happening or that something has happened, you need to know about these aspects of verbs. So, from where do we take these verbs? First of all, it's good to have a good dictionary, and it's good to find in the dictionary whether the verb is perfective or imperfective. But there are also some rules. So if you don't have a dictionary, you can create these perfective verbs out of imperfective verbs. But this is really difficult, or I think this is difficult for language learners. Of course, it's easy for native speakers, for Ukrainians. Of course, they even don't think how to create, what to add. But for language learners, I find really difficult. But I will explain these rules for you, and maybe they won't be as difficult for you as I think. I hope for that. And also, I recommend you, or I suggest that you learn the most frequently used verbs, So it will be easier for you, at least in the beginning of your language learning. So now let's get started and let's go through all of these rules. So the first rule is, with the help of some prefixes which we add in front of the verb in the imperfective aspect, we create verbs of the perfective aspect. For example, си, here си, if we add this си here in front of казати, to say, but сказати is also to say, but сказати is a verb of the perfective aspect. So here we have a list of the most frequently used prefixes. There are more than these, but just I wrote the most frequently used for you. So they are si, ви, зи, по, при. So here we used si. Сказати. Казати, but сказати. Рости, to grow. Рости. So рости is imperfective. If you add ви, вирости. So in this case you will get again to grow, but вирости is perfective verb. So the next one, робити, to do. So if you add here з, робити, it's again the same to do, but perfective verb. And спати, to sleep. Поспати, also to sleep. But спати is imperfective and поспати is perfective. Okay, now also sometimes we create perfective with the help of some suffixes. Кричати, to shout, to scream, кричати. Крикнути. So here we have a suffix. Кричати, крикнути. Заробляти, to earn money. Заробляти. Заробити. Заробити. So again, as I already said, that just try to learn the most frequently used verbs. Try to learn maybe them in pairs like казати, сказати, рости, вирости, робити, зробити, спати, поспати, кричати, крикнути, заробляти, заробити. Also, sometimes we have change of sounds. We change to E. Сидіти, here we have which is changed to E. Сісти. But again, here we have some changes. So, if you will know this rule, it won't help you a lot. Сидіти, сісти. To sit, to sit. Замітати, to sweep. Here we have change of E to A. Замітати, замести. Here E and here A. Замітати, замести. Again, if you know this rule, it won't help you a lot, as here we have E changed to A, but here again we have some changes. So, again, maybe check a good dictionary, or you just try to learn the most frequently used. Замітати, замести. The next rule is stress. Sometimes we just change the stress of a word and we get perfective aspect. For example, виміряти, here we have the stress here, виміряти, to measure, виміряти, 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 to measure again. And one more, different stems or different words. Here just you need to learn these words. Брати, to take, but взяти is perfective. Брати, взяти. Брати, взяти. Ловити, ловити, to catch. Піймати. Also to catch. Ловити, піймати. So that's it for this lesson. Again, as I said, I find this topic really difficult, but I hope that you will learn at least several of the most frequently used verbs, and it will help you. And with practice, you will learn more. So I wish you to succeed in aspect of verbs. And see you very soon.